What's going on, Airsofters? This is Deranged Professor, and I'm excited to be looking at this part with you today. This is a SCAR Masada stock adapter. So this piece is designed from the VFC SCAR H, and this will attach where the SCAR stock was previously. This adapter allows you to run the PTS Masada or the ACR style stock on your VFC SCAR. I do not know if it's the same dimensions as the SCAR L is with the SCAR H. I'm not 100% sure. The only gun that I had that was given to me to build this from was the SCAR H. So, and it is the AEG version, rear wired SCAR H. So this will not and does not retain your stock AEG contacts or anything like that. So if you are rear wired, you will not be able to still keep the battery in the stock, and you don't have much room anyways in the Masada stock. There's this small tiny tube there that I don't even think your regular battery will fit into. It's very small. So, but this stock will allow you to attach it. Well, our SCAR is a HPA SCAR anyway, so we're not going to be running any electronics. This is just purely to attach this stock to the SCAR. When you get this part from Shapeways, you will only be getting this black piece, and that is the piece that you are purchasing from Shapeways. The hinge pin and the stock itself and the stock spring all need to come from your PTS stock. And this is a PTS stock. This is not an A&K stock. This is not the licensed Masadas that have like that little sticker on the side of the gun, or GNP or an MSK stock. This is designed specifically for the PTS Masada stocks. There is no sling points on this piece because of the way that this attaches to the gun. There is not a whole lot of material around the way this is without making it super bulky. I have beefed it up a little bit and made it a little bit thicker than what the stock one is to try to help with that, but I did not feel comfortable like with the MP5 adapter where I actually have the sling points built into it. I did not feel comfortable with the amount of material that was here to do that. There are two of these cutouts though that will line up with the rings, the stock sling rings on the SCAR, that will allow you to still run like your sling loops if you want. Some people run like cord through it and then underneath to make like an ambidextrous sling mount for the SCAR, but that attaches directly to the body and not to the stock. This piece is really cool. I love the finish of the Shapeways polymers. It's really, really nice. It's very strong. We've been using their polymer for a long time, and have really, really good success with it. With very, very few times have I ever heard of anything breaking on the other stuff. Now, it's not something this is the first time I've been printing adapters and things, but this piece is really, really robust. It's really easy to put back on. It goes on just like the regular one does. A side note to know when you are installing this is this hole for this retaining pin, or this hinge pin, sorry, is sized exactly to 5 millimeters, which is a tiny bit smaller than this actual pin is. So when you are installing this, it's going to be very difficult to install it in there right away. And what I actually recommend is to take a small file and just run it down the hole a couple times just to kind of loosen up some of the surface, the black surface material on the inside, and then eventually you'll just be able to gently tap it down in there. Always install the pin from the top portion of this adapter and remove it from the bottom. So you're going to knock it out this direction, you're going to put it in this direction. On the bottom, what I designed is it tapers to a smaller opening so that this pin does not, as you use this, does not fall out the bottom. It stops it. So that way this pin, when you're having gravity, your gravity won't be pushing this pin down as you use it. So remember, always install the pin through this way and always knock the pin out through this way, out the top. Never the bottom, or you'll break that opening there, and then it still may work, but you will have opened up that spot and you won't have that design where it helps to keep it in there. This is a really, really cool piece. Again, I don't know if this fits on there's so many variations of the SCAR out there. So if you come and you ask me, does this fit on a SCAR L from Classic Army, or does this fit on a SCAR H from whatever, or a gas blowback, I don't know those answers. So try to give you some good views here of this stock adapter, so that way you can kind of see what it looks like. But this is designed from the SCAR H, made by VFC, the rear wired AEG. I left this spot in here. This really is only there because of the contacts. So if you are using it and you don't remove those 2 pins that stick out of the back of the lower receiver, this won't damage those pins. They'll sit right into this spot and it won't interfere with them. So I just kind of left it there because I don't know. Some may take them out, some may not. Just as depends on what you want to do. But let me know what you think. I really like this piece. This will be on our Shapeways store. It ships worldwide. You can print them and you can send them right to your house. And you may see like some of this white here. That's just from it fitting. It fits in real snug into the gun. And that's just a little bit where the metal has rubbed up against it. So it's no big deal. You don't see it from the outside. But really, really, really like this piece. Like the way that it came out. If you want to see more pictures of how this looks on a SCAR, hit up our Instagram page, Deranged Airsoft, also on Facebook. We have lots of pictures where we have these. Oh, forgot to show you. This is one thing. So on the inside, if you open it up, you can see the nice deranged skull that you know that we made it. On our MP5 video, I talked about the different MP5 adapter video, the different types of stocks. Like this is a what we call Gen 2 Masada stock, where it has this little barrier built around this latch. That interferes on the MP5 adapter because of what I need for these mounting points. When I printed this, I didn't realize that until I had received this stock. And so on the SCAR, I remove this so that way it doesn't get in the way. And then you can use a Gen 1 stock, you can use a Gen 2 stock, either of the stocks work. And you can use whichever one you want, Gen 1 or Gen 2 with the stock. So this one, it looks a little bit, but because this was the first prototype, but I fixed that in the design, and this works perfectly the way it is. So check it out on Shapeways. Let me know what you think. I really, really like to hear your guys' feedback and appreciate any feedback. And if you do end up purchasing one and it fits on your gun, please send me a picture. I love to see pictures of these pieces that I've designed, and I'll definitely share them on Facebook and Instagram and give you credit for the pictures too. So this is Deranged Professor. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you out on the airsoft field.